Hello, my name is Mel Gorman Wegimont. Welcome to the All That Matters online. Today's class will be a core class. Core meaning not just your belly. Core meaning inner thigh. Your core starts from your inner thigh, from your adductor muscles, all the way up to your sternum. So having a weak core can create shallow breathing, can create incontinence, can create imbalance. So please know that if your core needs strengthening, thank yourself for showing up and being here now. And please meet yourself where you are and honor your perfectly imperfect body. If you have a couple of blocks, you could grab a couple of blocks, a strap, a blanket, and of course your mat. And if you have water nearby, keep your water nearby. You should get yourself situated. Close your eyes. Settle into your body. Press into the earth and lengthen your spine. As your spine lengthens, send your heart forward so your shoulder blades drop down. Bring awareness to your jaw as you place your tongue at the back of your top teeth. Awareness rises up into your forehead, into your third eye, into your intuitive center, a place that you know, that only you know, this place that has all the answers. As you press the crown of your head toward the sky, Sahasrara, your crown chakra. Yogis say this is where the divine enters. So begin to deepen your breath, and as you deepen your breath, let it come in all through your nose. Let it come in from your belly up into your rib cage, up into your heart. Fill up completely. So your left lung is a little smaller than your right lung, because your heart gets in the way a little bit. That's okay. But breathe in, fill up, and then slowly let it come down. From your heart down through your ribs and finally down through your belly. Empty completely, so much so you may end up with a slight cough, completely. And then try it again. Fill up slowly. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty out completely and let the next breath come in. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can try a few rounds on your own. And as you do this, as you strengthen your lungs, strengthen your core, staying healthy in your body. This breath, this extended exhale and hold at the top of your inhale may help with anxiety, may help with a panic attack. The last thing you want to do when you're feeling anxious is breathe more rapidly. It's it's important to slow down your breath. Because when the panic happens, that's when the breath starts to come in and out. And it is very important to breathe less and lengthen your exhale. I hope that helps someday. So as you place your palms together at your heart, set your intention for your practice on this day. You've rolled out your mat. You've gotten your procs. Now what? And of course, if there's someone that you would like to include in your intention this morning, please include them as well. And let's seal your intention with the healing sound of Om. Inhale. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead, stretching your fingertips to the sky. And as you exhale, draw your left hand on your right leg, right arm comes up and over behind you. Inhale, spine lengthens. And as you exhale, twist toward the right as you twist from your softened belly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. So if you tighten up your belly, your organs don't get that nice squeeze. So soften your belly. With every inhale, spine lengthens. Every exhale, let your twist deepen. Gaze is over your right shoulder, left shoulder drops, chin drops. As you let the breath travel around the spiral staircase of your spine, breath is steady. Chin comes up and over beyond the opposite shoulder. Noticing the rebound effect, and then drop your chin down and see how that feels. Breath is steady as you inhale, chin rises. Exhale, other side once again. And then slowly come on out. And let it all land. Right hand, left leg. Left arm lifts and lengthens to create space in your rib cage, space in your spine. Inhale, spine lengthens. Exhale, twist. As this 3-part breath rides up and down your spine. And if you'd like to establish the Ujjayi breath, the ocean sounding breath, you can layer it on. Gaze is now over your left shoulder. Drop your chin. As the breath wraps around, expanding and contracting your lungs, even in this twisted situation. It's a great practice when you're out in the world. Chin rises and comes over the opposite shoulder. Now your right shoulder. Noticing how it feels on your left side. Chin may drop. If this creates any pain or numbing, anything fiery, too fiery, come out, do less. Meet your edge. Inhale, chin comes up. Exhale, gaze returns. And then slowly come on out. And just notice. Let's transition right onto all fours, please. If you need to take a blanket or a gardening mat or whatever it is that helps protect your knees, please use it and place it underneath your knees. If you have a towel at home, that may work also. Knees on the blanket or mat. Wiggle from side to side, noticing the oblique muscles. How do they feel? Inhale, belly toward the earth. Let your gaze come up to the front. Feel the stretch from your pubic bone to your chin. Exhale, belly toward your spine, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your gaze over to your left ankle. Press your hip toward the right, noticing how does that feel in your side body, your side waist, and then other side. Stretching into the obliques, and then come back and forth. In the breath, continue to be smooth and steady. Try not to force it. Nice and slow. You could even try deepening your exhales, lengthening your exhales. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back into your table pose. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, establish the foundation with your hands on the earth and bring your right knee just beyond your right elbow or wrist. And then come back and lift up. Exhale, try it again. Inhale, sweep it up. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Inhale, last one, lift up and bring it on over. And then let your knee float down. Wiggle your hips out a little bit. Wiggle your wrist out a little bit and see how that feels. And if being on your wrist is too much, you could always do it on your forearms or placing your hands or forearms on your block. Please, honor your body. Let's try the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. And as you exhale, left knee, left wrist. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Inhale, left leg lifts all the way up. Gaze comes up. Exhale. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. And now let your knee float down. Open your knees wide. Big toes together. Nice and wide as you open up into the adductor area, groin area. Press into the earth. Send your hips back. Press the mat away from you. Press it away. Send your tailbone down and let your head drop down. If this is impossible, you could always be on your back with your knees out wide or your head on a block or a pillow in this position. Try pressing the mat away from you as you open into the groin area, lifting from your pelvic floor. So it's a light lift, almost as though you were holding a baby bird down there. How's that sound? That is actually just a soft lift, not a squeeze. You don't want to over tighten your pelvic floor. You want it strong and supple. Breath is steady. Exhale is lengthened if you're able. Full deep inhale. Deeply exhale. And slowly rise on up. Stay on your forearms. Wiggle your hips out a little bit. And bring your right heel back, stretching into the back line of your right heel, Achilles, gastrocs, hamstrings, glutes. From here, bend your knee and see if you can bring your knee to your elbow. and then bring it back. Press your heel. Try it again. And then back. That's 4. One more, 5. And then let your knee float down. Extend your left leg back. Press. Send your heel back, opening up the back line of your left side. Inhale. Stretching into your toes. And as you exhale, bring your knee to the outside of your left elbow and then come back and stretch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Can you sustain for a moment? And then knee comes down. Big toes together, wide, 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 and let your head float down. Again, if this does not serve your knees, you could always be on your back. If you are in this position or on your back, can you find a softening, but a strengthening as you lift your pelvic floor? Open your legs wider if you're able. Can you feel the adductor muscles stretching? Your inner thighs. They may be singing to you. Be mindful, be careful. Inhale. And slowly come back. Draw your knees in. So I am choosing to bring my blanket up a little further for my forearms. Placing your forearms on the mat or on the blanket or on a towel. Wiggle your hips a little bit, that always feels good. Extend or not, extend your right leg back and then your left leg back. As you come into forearm plank, if this does not feel right in your body, bring your thighs down, the tops of your thighs down. In fact, I would love for everyone to come all the way down onto your belly for now. Coming back to your Dirga Ujjayi breath. Inhale, press into the earth and lift your head, neck, and shoulders forward up, stretching from your pubic bone right to your chin. Feel the stretch in the front line of your belly. These muscles that you are stretching now are your rectus abdominis, the muscles that create that six-pack. But know this, you only use them 5% of the time. They're like, foresting. Inhale. And now as you exhale, press into the earth and send your belly button toward your spine and bring your gaze to your belly button. Press in and retract your shoulder blades back. Maybe feeling a little fire here. Continuing to lift with your pelvic floor. Full deep inhale. And now as you exhale, press in. Lift up into your Sphinx pose. Draw the earth toward you. Draw your shoulder blades back and down as you retract and strengthen. Inhale. Turn your toes under. And as you exhale, lift one leg and then the other leg up. If this is too much on your back, come back down with your thighs on the earth and press your belly toward your spine. If you've had recent pelvic floor surgery, any abdominal surgery, this may not be for you today. Please listen to your body, maintaining the lift in your pelvic floor, belly toward your spine, lifting right to your sternum. Full, deep inhale. Can you deeply exhale? Inhale, thighs to the earth. Drag the earth toward you as you come on up. And slowly come down, placing one arm parallel and then the other. Bringing the insides of your feet on the earth. As you come into Crocodile Pose, now bring the tops of your feet on the ground. Bring one arm by your side and then the other, sliding your shoulder blades down. Forehead is on the earth. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders forward and up. Sending your fingertips toward the back and lift your legs up behind you. And if you need a blanket or a towel underneath your hips, you may need one. If it feels uncomfortable, it's creating any pain. For Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. So now you may notice that you're strengthening your low back as you press into the earth, as you massage your organs. Breath is steady. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, let one ear or cheek rest. Let your shoulder blades drop down. It is important to strengthen your back, to strengthen your core. They are opposing muscles. Now let's try with your forearms back down onto the earth once again. Turn your toes under. From here, keeping your arms steady, walk both feet to the outside of your mat. It could be the left or the right. I'm going over to the left. My gaze is still in between my wrist. You can even walk a little further, keeping your hips steady, in line. Noticing this is a deep oblique strengthening. Inhale, and let's try the other side. My gaze is still and head right in between the middle of my wrist. Press in, lift up, strengthen. Full deep inhale. Let's bring your feet back and see how that feels. Full deep inhale. Thighs to the earth. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Let your head float down. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs. And then see if you can take hold of one ankle and then the other. Flex your feet, and if your knees come out wide, so be it. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders forward and up, and lift your legs up behind you. As you strengthen into the back once again.
Bow pose, Dhanurasana. If your feet don't reach, you could always have your hands headed toward the back and still activating your low back. As you open your heart, strengthen your back. Inhale. And as you exhale, rest. Windshield wipe your legs. One ear or cheek can rest. If you went on one side, you could try the other side. Noticing if you have some habitual patterning in your neck. And then let your legs float down. Placing your hands on the earth as you lift up. If you need to place something under your knees, please do, and just begin to wiggle and round. Now turn your toes under and send your hips to your heels. As you send your heart forward, slide your hands back behind you. Opening your heart. Full deep inhale. And now as you exhale, I'm turning your way, but you can stay just where you are. Come into a low squat. And if you need to place something underneath your feet, you need to hold on to something, please do. And place your palms together. Inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can twist, sending your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Continuing to twist. As you squeeze into your low back, into your waist, into your organs. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, unwind. And then see if you can rewind on the other side. Noticing if one side is more difficult than the other. Full deep inhale. Maybe placing one hand on the floor if you can't stay up, like me. Inhale. Come on out. Unwind, palms together, and thank God that's over. Send the tops of your feet on the ground. And just notice how you feel. Right? Can you feel the energy swirling in your belly? Manipura. Your power center, your hara. Please come on up into a standing position. If you have your block, take your block, and if you don't have a block, you could use a pillow. Taking your block in front of your right foot. So balance, standing, is all about your core. So if you're having a hard time going up and down stairs, there's a really good chance that you need to strengthen this area. And please do it without judgment. You may have had recent surgery, but you haven't been able to do what you normally can do. Been really busy, whatever. Meet yourself where you are. So with the block, could either be up high, it could be down low. What works for you? I'm going to try this for now.
up high. Come on to your left side. Inhale, lift your right knee up. And as you exhale, take your toe and bring it well beyond your block. Notice where you're feeling this in your body. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift your leg up and back, bending your front knee. Try it again. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And now, lift your back leg up. Placing your palms out in front of you. Taking your baby fingers and the heels of your hands and your thumbs together as you come into a Lotus Mudra. Finding an internal rotation of your right hip. So your right thigh is headed toward the earth. Leg is strong and steady. Imagining that you are offering peace, love, kindness. Inhale. And now as you exhale, lift up. Hand, leg comes back. Hands to your heart. And let's try the other side. Now it's your block is in front of your left leg. Hands can be on your hips or on your belly. It can be really nice to hold one hand on the front and one hand on the back and just noticing what needs to engage. Inhale, lift your left toe up and forward and then back. Up, forward, and back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Deeply exhale, lengthen the exhale. Inhale, brings your toe forward. Exhale, brings it back. Dirga Ujjayi breath is steady and smooth. Try it again, forward, and then see if you can bring your leg back and lift your leg. We'll try this on this side, taking your pinky fingers together, heels of your hands together, thumbs together. As you come into your Lotus Mudra, what are you offering? Keeping your knee down toward the earth, your left knee and thigh, lifting a little higher if you're able. What is your gift? What are you giving today? And also, what are you receiving? Full deep inhale. Leg comes down, hands to heart. And just notice. Take your block and place it on the inside of your thighs. Squeeze the block. And when you squeeze the block, can you lift? Find that lift in your pelvic floor. Gently holding on to the baby bird. Continue to lift, low belly, all the way up into your sternum. And now send your heart forward. And then bend your knees. Squeeze the block. Squeeze and squeeze. Send your tailbone down and back. Heart remains forward. And see if you can take your hands off your thighs and sink down and lift up into chair pose. Utkatasana. Sink down, squeezing, strengthening. Inhale, lift up slightly. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift your right foot up off the ground. Keep on squeezing and then back down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. This time, inhale, left foot comes up, and as you exhale, come over to the left. Keep on squeezing. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Squeeze. Exhale. And then come back. Sink down, palms together. Sinking down, staying strong. Full deep inhale. And now as you exhale, take your left elbow with a lengthened spine and twist. And see, bring your elbow onto your right thigh. Continue to squeeze and open your arms wide. This does not serve your shoulder. You can always place the back of your hand on your low back. Full deep inhale. Unwind. Palms together. Sink down. Inhale. And now as you exhale, bring your right arm onto your left leg. Squeeze. Spine is long. And if you have the freedom in your shoulders, open your arm wide or place the back of your hand on your low back, continuing to squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Coming back. Utkatasana. Staying strong, squeezing. Full deep inhale. Arms come all the way up, legs lengthen. Palms together. Inhale. Index fingers toward the sky, continuing to squeeze, and as you exhale, come on over toward the right. Sending your gaze up beyond your left armpit. Inhale. Come back to the middle. Lengthen. Exhale, other side. Continuing to squeeze. And then come back to the middle. Press into the earth. Lift your thighs, your belly. Bring your shoulders along for the ride as you let your fingertips come all the way up toward the sky. Full deep inhale. And as you exhale, is there a gentle back bend in your body this morning? Right now. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen. Release. And let your hands float down. And just simply notice. Taking your block. Bringing it back. You stand in your Tadasana. Inhale, stepping onto your right foot and lift your left arm toward your right leg and then come down. Try it again. Left arm, right leg, stay right there. Left arm, right leg. And back. Left arm, right leg. And back. Try it again. Left, right, and come back. Let's try the other side. Right leg, left arm. So this is a balance and a core cooker. And then come back down. And just notice. As you come into Tadasana, step onto your right side. And if you need to hold on to something, please hold on to something like a wall or a chair. If you have a block, you can place a block on the outside of your right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up and squeeze at your thighs. You can place your toe on the block or not. If you start to feel unsteady, just simply let it land. Let your arms come out in front of you. Bringing your right arm over your left, palms together. Inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. Deeply exhale. Inhale. Elbows come all the way up. And as you exhale, fold forward, squeezing at your inner thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arms come out. Eagle, and let your foot float down, Garudasana. So you've been using your core to strengthen, adductors squeezing, plugging in, and keeping you upright. And of course, using your block or a wall if you need it. Coming on to your left side, as you wrap your right leg around, squeezing at your inner thighs. And again, maybe using that block. Arms come out. Left over right, palms together. Elbows forward. Squeezing at your thighs. Inhale, elbows come up. And as you exhale, fold. Spreading into your upper back. Maintaining your Dirga Ujjayi breath. Squeezing your adductor muscles. Strengthening. Cultivating balance. Arms come up. Arms come out. And then release. And just notice. Let's come right down onto your sits bones, please. Placing your block in between your thighs. Leaning right over onto your right glute. And massaging. You may even, to deepen the work, you could always take your hands off the earth and fire it up. How does this feel for you? And then come on to the other side. You could do it with your hands or no hands and see how it feels. Squeezing, strengthening, lifting. And then come back to the middle and stay right here. If you need to hold on to the back of your thighs or toss the block, please do. What works for you? Sending your heart forward, boat pose. Inhale, lift up, lengthen, and as you exhale, feet come down onto the earth. Toss the block, placing your hands on your shins. Inhale, belly toward the front. Exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, inhale. And now as as you exhale, slowly come all the way down. And bring your block back with you. As you rest, place your block on your inner thigh. Feet are firmly planted on the earth. Squeeze the block. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up. Send your knees forward. Can you wrap your right shoulder down and around, and then your left? And let your shoulder girdle land on the earth as you squeeze into your thighs. Backs of your hands may land, or you could even take and clasp your hands behind you, whatever works for you. Feel free to send your knees forward. How does that feel? Squeezing your thighs, strengthening your glutes, your back, your hamstrings. Keeping the back of your head on the ground, send your heart toward your chin. And when this happens, you're strengthening your thyroid, which increases your metabolism. Breath is steady and smooth. Have you been playing with a lengthened exhale? Breathing all through your nose. Squeezing the block. Can you extend your right leg forward? Let it come down and try the left. Bringing it down, pressing up, lifting up. Inhale. Take your block. Place it underneath your sacrum. Let your hips blessedly fall down onto the block, finding that comfortable sweet spot for your back. Let your legs come all the way up. And then open your legs out wide. Take your hands and place them on the back of your thighs as you draw your knees in. Draw them in toward your shoulders. Flex your feet. Feel that lift in your pelvic floor. Tailbone draws down as you lift. At about 40%. So it's not a tight squeeze here. Just drank a great big glass of water and you really don't want to, So just gently, not a squeeze. Breath is steady and smooth. Now lift your legs up and let both legs drop down. Lift both arms behind you as you stretch into the front line. And closing your eyes. And then come back up. Both legs come up. Arms come down. Legs come out. Bend your knees and take hold of the back of your thighs and draw your knees toward your shoulders or ears and flex your feet. Tailbone goes down. There's still your lift in your pelvic floor, and now take your feet for a happy baby on the block. Opening the groin area, keeping this whole area supple and strong and open. Breath is steady and smooth. Your legs and feet are above your heart. You're reversing the pool of blood in your legs, maybe taking pressure off your heart.
stretching into the groin area, back of your thighs, adductors. Release your feet, letting your feet float down to the earth. As you come back into Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, restorative, supported bridge pose. Press your feet into the earth. Hips come up and block comes out. Staying in your bridge pose for now. Shift both hips over toward the left as your hips come down. Knees come up. Shins are parallel. Arms come out. Inhale. And as you exhale, let both knees come over toward the right. Let your left hand meet the right. Getting yourself cozy on your right side. Knees are resting on the ground. Inhale, exhale. Right arm comes up, left arm comes up and over. Could you bring your arm up and over behind you? What feels best for your body? Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your knees up. Place your feet back on the ground. Hips lift. Bridge pose. Hips come over to the right. Hips come down. Releasing your feet from the earth. Now your shins are parallel to the sky. Arms come out. Right hand and your knees go all the way over to the left. Palms together. Now it's only your left arm that lifts up and over behind you. Your arm can be up and hanging. Some yogis like it. You could also place your hand on your waist, or you could place your arm down. Movement can be nice here. What is best for you? Breath is smooth and steady. Inhale. When you exhale, can you deepen your exhale? Lengthen your exhale. Slow, steady, and smooth. And slowly come onto your back. Press in, lift up, bridge pose. Finding that lift in your pelvic floor. Remembering the muscle memory when you had your block in between your thighs as you internally rotate. Can you strengthen? Knees come forward. Gaze is up toward the sky. Now hips come down. Knees come out. Place a couple of blocks underneath your thighs, right at the top of your thighs if you need to. Take the time to do it if you need to. Placing your hand on the inner thigh of your right leg and press your right heel into your left heel. As you plug into the adductor muscles on your right side. Strengthening your pelvic floor, keeping all of the organs lifted. And that is what the pelvic floor does. And it is the adductor muscles, the inner thighs, that have foundation of your pelvic floor. Continue to press. Stay steady and strong. Breath is smooth. Now try the left into the right, placing your left hand on the inner thigh of your left leg as you plug in. Lengthening the exhale if you're able. Maybe you have some shaking going on, and that's completely okay and normal and cool. Right. Now, press the soles of both of your feet together. Pads of your toes, balls of your feet, heels. You can place both hands on both inner thighs or on your low belly. Finish strong, my friends. Stay strong. Stay with your breath. Feel the shaking, feel the strengthening, the transformation that's happening in your body. Stay strong. Inhale. Release. Keeping your feet together in your Baddha Konasana. Resting and receiving the power of the pose. Dropping into the landscape that lies beneath your skin. The city of jewels that lie beneath your belly, inside. Colorful, brilliant genius. Place one hand on your heart. Feeling the rise and fall of your lungs and belly as you deepen, expand, and contract. Lengthening your exhale. Your hands on the outside of your thighs. Draw your knees up toward the sky, bringing your knees in toward your chest. As you rock from side to side with joy, thanking yourself, tuning in and showing up. And this is when you get to decide if there's anything else you need in your body. Or maybe you're ready for Shavasana. I know I am. So how would you like to be? Are you on your back? Are you on your side? You're home, more than likely, so grab your blanket. Making sure your feet are warm, your socks are nearby. If not, go get them. Don't miss out. If you have an eye pillow, place it on your eyes. And find a place of ease so you can let all that you've done land. I will be here, holding space for you as you lie in Shavasana. And if you could imagine that Shavasana is like taking a tea bag and putting it in hot water. And the tea is the yoga, and you are the hot water. Let it spread through your body. It's got an intelligence. Let it go where it needs to go.
adjustments that you may need. Bring your awareness back onto your mat, into your space. Letting all the noises in that you were trying to hold back. Open your ears. Listen to the download. Feel the download of the yoga in your cells. You may notice that there are answers to questions that you may have had, or questions to answers you may have given. This is witness consciousness. is what happens when you connect your physical body, your breath body, your mind body, and the wisdom body. So as breath deepens, begin to move. Maybe it's your fingers and toes or knees to chest. Find enough movement so you can roll over onto your side if it feels comfortable for you. Tucking yourself in and allowing yourself to truly feel the effects of yoga on your body. And as you lie here, I'll read you a story about the many gifts of yoga by Dana Fald. It's called Many Gifts. From the east I receive the gift of light, and from the west comes rest and depth and the courage to be with darkness. The north teaches me to bear witness to what's true, and from the south flows warmth, acceptance, and the choice to put judgment aside. The earth beneath my feet offers stability and staying power, while the sky invites me to think big, to see beyond the personal and dare to reach for the stars. From the nameless presence, inside and outside, comes the ability to know the whole and boldly align my actions with that knowing. From the nameless presence, inside and outside, comes the ability to know the whole and boldly align my actions with that knowing. Dana Fald's Many Gifts. Slowly press your top arm into the earth and come on up. Placing your palms together at your heart. As you boldly align yourself with the gifts of yoga, with the gifts of knowing that you get your light in the morning from the east, that you look to the west, the end of the day, to the north for strength, to the south for heat. Notice the gifts all around you. Know your light, my friends. Show it, believe it. Know the beauty above you, the beauty below you. The beauty to the east and the beauty to the left, to the west. Know the beauty all around you. Show it, believe it. Show the world your magnificence. Om Shanti Shanti, peace, peace. Deep blessings to you all and peace, light, love, and so much gratitude. Namaste, my friends. Namaste.